Here we go! So this is gonna be kind of weird, alright? I'm just gonna be talking at a camera.
It's okay.
So, but you know.
I'm not gonna be awake.
You're what? Oh, no, you're fine. Even if you do walk in this shot, it's gonna be really funny. But what the fuck is up, guys? This video is gonna be a little different. It's not a review. It's not an update video. It's something that I had in my head that I want to talk about. Right? This is good. It's just my opinion. I feel like I should say that. It's probably super wrong, but I don't fucking care. So today's topic, that makes it sound like a weird, like, show. What I wanted to talk about today is Legacy Southpaw. I'm gonna put words here. Here's a controller, alright? With a normal controller, with a normal control scheme with two sticks, this stick, left stick right here, moves forward and back, and then left and right straight. This stick, right stick right here, controls the camera, so you can aim and shit. Back in the day, you didn't have two sticks. You only had one stick, like a joystick, or no stick at all, and you're just using your keyboard. You've got up, down, left, and right arrows. You didn't have a mouse either. Like, fucking, think of it this way. Okay, original Doom. Not everybody had a mouse. I know that blows your fucking mind right now. It's just the way it works. If you don't have a second thing to control where you're looking, you have to do both looking and moving in one thing. So you could turn your character with the left and right, and then press forward to go in that direction, and then press back if you want to back up, which is what you're going to be doing most of the time when you're playing Doom. That's great, that's fine. We have two sticks now. Why would anyone want to use Legacy? Because some people are like old and shit, and they grew up using this control scheme. That's the way that they've been playing for years. It's just the way that it works. So there's no reason to not put it in there, right? You're just alienating part of your player base when you don't put something like that in there. That makes sense to me. Then there's Southpaw. This doesn't make sense to me. Southpaw is the opposite of a regular control scheme, where instead of this stick being the one that moves and this stick being the one that controls the camera, they're reversed. Who in the fucking hell decided that this is something that needed to be a thing? It makes no fucking sense. When you picked up a controller for the first time, you didn't pick it up and go, oh, well, fucking hell, I'm left-handed, so this isn't gonna work. No, you went, what the fucking hell is this shit? How am I supposed to do this? This doesn't even make sense. This occurred to me when I watched an elderly person play a video game with two sticks. Can't do it. Can't fucking do it. He's like, I don't fucking know. He like moves the stick to move, and then he has to stop every time he wants to look, because he can't do both at the same time. He doesn't understand the way it works. And so why would you look at that and go, I'm gonna learn how to use this, but also I'm left-handed, so it needs to be reversed. Just because you're left-handed doesn't mean that you inherently think about controlling a camera with the opposite hand. Doesn't make any fucking sense. When I picked up a controller, I'm right-handed, alright? I didn't go, this feels super right. I always figured that when I would move with my left hand. That's not how it works. So I already don't understand Southpaw. I understand Legacy, but I don't understand Southpaw. But you know what? If some people want to do that, some people want to do that. You're left-handed and you think that just feels right. Whatever. You're left-handed and you think that just feels right. Okay, that's your prerogative. But Legacy Southpaw. What the fuck is wrong with Legacy Southpaw? Legacy is one stick. It's a control scheme designed around one stick. How could you take that and make it fucking left-handed? It makes no sense. Here's the thing. Seriously, you can't just say that it's left-handed because the sticks are swapped around. That's not how fucking works. Take a Wii remote, for instance. This is obviously a Wii remote. A lot of people think, oh, well, if I'm left-handed, I need to hold it in my left hand. That's not how the Wii remote fucking works. You hold it in your right hand because it's meant to be held in your right hand. I don't care if you're left-handed. It's ambidextrous, alright? It's meant to be held in the right hand, and the nunchuck is meant to be held in the left hand. You can't just swap it and call it left-handed because you fucking feel like it. The same goes with Legacy Southpaw. And call it left-handed because you fucking feel like it. The same goes with Legacy Southpaw. It's a control scheme designed around one stick. How do you make that left-handed? You don't. Now you might be asking yourself, why would you even fucking care? It's just in there. Just let it be. If you don't fucking use it, you don't fucking use it. Who cares? You're right. Who fucking cares? It doesn't impact me at all. I understand that. But I fucking care, alright? I fucking care, alright? It's just when you're hanging out with a bud, and you're like, hey man, super cool, super fun. Why don't you try? Alright, yeah, I'll try. I can't do this. It's not inverted. Let me go into your options and invert it. Fucking hate that. I'm looking at you, Zane. It's obnoxious, right? Because then they invert it and you go, if you just played non-inverted the way that it's meant to be, by the way, then you would be comfortable with that and you would learn to use it just like you learned to fucking use a controller in the first place. But no, you gotta be all different and shit or whatever. That's the problem. It's this idea that I need to play this way. That's the way that I'm good. When in reality, you don't need to play that way. If you just played the way you were meant to fucking play, then you would get used to it. It's like control freaks. It elongates the stick and it goes, oh man, it gives you better accuracy. It does. Like physically, it does. The stick is longer. A bigger movement doesn't have the impact that it would with a shorter stick. So you can make these movements, then you don't have to be super minute about them because the stick isn't actually traveling as much as it would be if you didn't have that elongation. But control freaks aren't gonna fucking make you good at Call of Duty. It's not the way it works. You play Call of Duty, you get good at Call of Duty, and then you use a control freak. You don't fucking put a piece of plastic on your stick and go, oh, I'm fucking great now. Well, I'm fucking great. I can spit 17 million KD. Legacy Southpaw. Same exact thing. I don't even know if that makes sense. You can't just use this control scheme and go, this is the one that I'm comfortable with because it makes the most sense in my head. It shouldn't make any sense in your head, alright? It doesn't fucking make sense. Does that make sense? I've rambled on enough. But I'd love to know what you think. That's the whole point of this video. I'm being a little too forward about it. This is just my opinion. This is just the way that it went through my head, but I'd love to know how it went through your head. Leave a comment down below. Tell me whether or not you agree. Tell me whether or not I'm a fucking stupid piece of shit. You'd be right, by the way. It's just how this works. You have a little comment section down there for that. Do you use Legacy Southpaw? I'd love to fucking know. You know, this sign-off thing is super fucking hard for me to do. So I'm just gonna do it. And hope that it sticks, because it's dumb, trust me. I tried to come up with a better sign-off. If you have a better sign-off, leave it in the comments below, maybe I'll use it. But as far as right now, it's make sure to laugh a lot, eat a lot, and have fun doing it. I'll see you in the next video.